How to write a case brief. It's your first week of law school. You're ready to go, but yet this whole idea of writing a case brief is so new to you. My name is Prince Sefa-Boakye. I am a student entrepreneur and CEO for LiveLikeAnEntrepreneur.com. Usually you see me sitting down having breakfast, but today I'm at Harvard University. Business calls me here, so I gotta do some business here. So anyways, guys, how to write a case brief. So I'm a 2L, and I had a chance to go to law school for the first year, and there's some things that you guys should know. So if you have a pen and paper, I suggest you do that right now, because this is how I write my case briefs. The first thing I do is actually write the name of the case. That's the first thing you should do. So write the name of the case, and then below that I write cold call facts. As you know, guys, you'll be called on in class, so it's best that you write at least 2 sentences about what the case is about. But you only do that at the very end of your case. Right now, just write down cold call facts and come back to the very end. Next, what you need to do is write case name, author, and citation. It's always a good thing to have. Be sure you have the author of the opinion as well as citation number, so you can always research back. Especially the author, you want to know what their opinions and how their political agendas sway their decisions. Next, guys, is the issue. What I've learned, my biggest mistake first year of law school, is I trying to read the whole case, trying to figure out what it's all about. Rather than, guys, just find the issue, and it's actually in plain sight. If it says the issue is whether or not, you write that down. So write issue. First thing you do, once you find the issue, then you go to procedural history, which is usually self-explanatory. So yeah, write procedural history. It should give you a history of what's going on. Next is relevant facts. Guys, do 6 bullet points, okay? Don't write a whole page on relevant facts. That was my biggest mistake, okay? Just write 6 bullet points. Then the next, I can't stress it enough, is arguments and counter arguments of both sides. I did not include that in my my case briefs, and that was a big mistake. Those arguments will help you understand what the case is all about. Next is the holding. Once you have the arguments, then you have the holding, and that's basically like a yes or no. The holding answers the issue. Yes, because blah blah blah. No, because etc. and so forth. And then below that, you have disposition, which is, affirmed, reversed, remanded, etc. and so forth. Next, you're gonna have is the court's reasoning. And again, guys, 6 bullet points, maybe 5. And remember that you guys will be discussing in class, so don't feel like obligated to write every reasoning down. Just get the key concepts. Maybe short it to 4 bullet points for reasoning. Then after that's over, then you're gonna have the rule. That's when you're kind of like putting the pieces together. You learn the cases, you understand the arguments, and you got the reasoning from the courts. So then the rule is, I can't really give an example, but you guys will understand what the rule is, and you write that sentence down. And so once you've written basically the bulk of your case brief, then you go back to the top of your page. Go back to cold call facts. Write a sentence or 2, what the case is about and what happened, so that when you get called on, you know the answer. So hopefully, guys, that helped you. Maybe later on I'll do like a little state training session how to write a case brief. But for case briefs, especially for law school guys, you can't give all your time and effort. You can't spend the whole day on one case. So I would suggest you guys to divide your case briefs like 30 minutes each, if possible. And don't be afraid if you can't do the case brief, then keep going to the next one. Don't be afraid to do that, guys. All right, well, I'm almost here. And so if you guys are curious how I live my lifestyle as a student entrepreneur and while getting financial freedom, check out my website, LiveLikeAnEntrepreneur.com. If you're into politics, check out my other blog, PrincessDailyJournal.com. So again, live like an entrepreneur for business, entrepreneurship, and politics, PrincessDailyJournal.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Live Like an Entrepreneur, as well as Facebook, Live Like an Entrepreneur too. Okay, I know it's a little bit bright, but thank you guys for tuning in. Till next time, be good, stay classy.